So basically, you ready? Basically coming in, starting up first thing, generator breakers, make sure both 1 and 2 are both on. Then I come down, I run through all my other breakers. Mainly all of these stay on. You have your charger genset, water heater. Obviously we could keep the water heater off when it's not in use. These are all pretty much your air conditioners, your chiller units that are all the way around. There are 2 water heaters, one for crew, one for guest. Both of those are both on right now. Your condition pump is pretty much your raw water pump. You have your water maker breaker. Oil pump always stays off unless you're doing a system. And obviously our vacuum system on board has been obsolete and discontinued. So that breaker's pretty much off all the time.
Is that a vacuum as far as a cleaning utensil or a vacuum?
It was like plugins in each cabin,
Gotcha.
Pretty much.
Understood.
But we discontinued that system.
Okay.
Coming down to this side, obviously our 4 bilge pumps are always going to be staying on. Steering pump, when you go in to run the boat, we have to turn that on. You have your port man, starboard man, pretty much those are going to be on. Engine room lights, gray water, black water pumps are always going to be on. Pretty much cruise systems, navigation lights. And these all breakers can stay on because you have control at the other breaker panel to select and not select. We are only running off of 1 freshwater pump. We currently have 2 freshwater pumps over there. Freshwater pump number... Pardon?
That's redundancy?
Yes. So you really only need 1 pump. You can cycle. We have 2 freshwater pumps that you can cycle back and forth to change hours. And we have 2 raw water pumps that you can cycle back and forth and check hours. And I'll open up the floorboards and show you those as well. And then basically the rest of the breakers can easily stay on without any hindrance to the boat at all. You know, gangway, jet ski. Jet ski is the breaker that controls the pod system. So that needs to be on in order for the pod system to work. Now we just got the guys in and they're going to redo this entire system. So we're not going to have any problems with it in the future.
It's currently operational though?
It's currently operational and we'll go through the pod system next. Basically we do have our capstans and both of those are currently working. Your windlass breaker for your anchor. Now obviously we can shut that down when the boat's not in use, but we'll keep that on for now. All your extractor fans are here and the breakers can stay on because you select to deselect your exhaust fans with these buttons here. This hydraulic pump,
engaged when you turn on the engines though?
they will not. You have to manually start them up. Yes. This is your hydraulic pump. Now this is your AC pump. This is primarily going to be used when you're 0-speed stabilization. Okay. Now this hydraulic pump is located in the starboard outboard side. You're going to see it just in front of the exhaust fans over there. That runs your 0-speed stabilization, and that is only specifically what that is for. So your running stabilizers run off the PTOs off the gearbox. And then obviously when your engines are down, you can see it. It's this big gray pump that's right behind the air filter.
Okay.
That's your AC pump.
That is for 0-speed stabilization.
That is for 0 speeds at anchor specifically. So your engines could be down, generators running, stop your engines, because obviously when your engines are down, you don't have your PTOs operational. So your PTOs will control your running stabilizers, and you can select from port to starboard pump, PTO pump, also a bow thruster, also bow thruster. And then that would be, so when you want to run 0 speed, you come down, you do that. Now if you open up this panel, and I just have to shift this tool bag out of the way just to open up this panel. These are all your battery switches. You have service battery switches. This is going to be your house, starboard engine, port engine. This is your generator selector. So if you wanted, this is for your hydraulic system. So if you wanted to switch to Gen 1, that means Gen 1 is running your hydraulic system for your 0-speed stabilizers. And that's based you know, on whichever generator you want to select. You can select on which hours, you can change it around. If you want to do Gen 1 for a day, say you're at anchor for a week, you want to switch over, go to Gen 2 the next day, just to, you know, keep the loads different, you can do that. So that's your selector there.
Is it on both? You're gonna leave it on both right now?
I'm going to leave it just in the up position, so basically it's not selected at all.
So I would have to come down and turn that on when doing my 0 speed.
Yeah, if you wanted to isolate one generator for house, one generator for the hydraulic 0-speed system, this is going to be your selector switch for that.
But it's gonna be off right now.
Yeah,
Until I select
right
something.
now, both generators are going to run whatever systems you have going, if you have both generators running. If you have one generator running, one generator is going to run everything that you have on, and then you kind of just check your loads and stuff.
But that's set up for everything to be on right now, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and shut this back down. Just watch your shin there, bud.